You picked a fine time to leave me loose, well. Loaded with petrol and it's 10 miles downhill.
Wow. Is that an open to a segment or a closed to a lifetime there?
I feel like I'm back where I grew up at one of them old houses is now a bar.
Oh, where's the gong? Are we on the Gong Show?
Jeez.
Thank you, Chuck Barris. Welcome back to the Auto Smarts Radio Network.
All right, explain who Chuck Barris is because nobody knows.
He was the creator and
Is he alive?
the second host of the Gong Show, actually. He was not the original host. It was Jim Barber, but Jim Barber was too insensitive, he felt, so he took over as the host of the Gong Show.
Too insensitive after? Okay.
There were acts on there, and if they weren't any good, you gonged them before they were done. So there you go.
Too
Now,
insensitive.
this is a guy we won't gong because this guy, he's going to ring the victory bell. He's Michael Beard of Loose Rocker Promotions and co-promoter of the Northern Class Nationals. And welcome, Michael, to the Auto Smarts Radio Network.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Well, Michael, let's talk about what's going on. The Northern Class Nationals. Give us a thumbnail sketch of what's going to be happening and when and where.
Well, first off, it's nothing but stock and super stock cars from both NHRA and IHRA. Going to be racing for 3 days at National Trail Raceway in Hebron, Ohio, just east of Columbus. It's going on May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you're not already familiar with stock and super stock, do you guys like car shows?
Yes.
Why do you like car shows?
They're kind of boring at the end of the day, but I do like car shows. I mean, I love them personally.
First
know,
off,
why do we
I like
like 'em?
trophies. Even though people say, "Oh, I don't do it for the trophies," and they're liars. And I like just the camaraderie and getting to know the other guys. I mean, I've developed great friends that even though most of the guys are 30, 40 years older than me, I'll know them my entire life. So that really helps with the
And
fun.
you get to see some old iron done really, really nice.
Okay.
Stock and super stock, not only are the rules about the engine and how the chassis is built, when they say stock, they mean stock. Got to be stock lift camshaft. It's got to be numbers matching carburetor, numbers matching intake, no porting and polishing. Very restrictive rules. You like car shows? We're going to show you a car show with that kind of quality car, but you're also going to get to see them race.
You said numbers matching carburetor?
Yeah.
To the year of the make and the car.
Yes.
What if they had to replace it? Then what do they do?
You better go find another one that's numbers matching.
No
now,
kidding.
There are some combinations that have superseded parts that NHRA has said, okay, we understand that these carburetors
The
are made out of
quadra-junks.
unobtainium. You can't find them anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but still, they have
Unobtainium.
to be. They have to be numbers matching, even the superseded parts in terms of the CFM, the Venturi sizes, and things like that. What stock and super stock is all about is taking a whole lot of nothing and getting the most possible out of it.
So wait, if the car came factory with a 2-barrel, and you switch it over, let's just take a 65 Nova, and I don't even know if they made a Quadrajet in 65. I don't know if they're still Rochesters or whatever, but you can put a 4-barrel as long as that year, make, and model, and the month that car was built offered that carburetor and intake, or no?
It's got to be that year.
Okay.
Want to talk about Novas? Want to talk about Rochesters? How about
Yeah.
a 1970 Nova with a single barrel Rochester sitting on top of straight 6?
Fire
how
truck
fast
carb.
How fast do you think that would go?
Well, I know you're setting me up here. I'm going to say 11 O's now. That you're saying
No,
that.
no.
Okay, 12. Okay, let me guess here. I'm imagining the average time's going to be 14.
Realistically, and you're talking about, again, stock lift camshaft. You're allowed to overbore a teeny tiny bit, but you're not
Right.
talking crazy. It's still got to be your 250 cubic inch, 230 cubic inch. So you're actually right on there in that
Okay.
1450 range.
Okay.
I mean, people, they just don't understand. I guess people's perception of speed has been so warped now with how fast cars are today.
Yeah.
I mean, they just assume that every car goes 10, at least kids my age, because they see
Right.
the GTRs and stuff on YouTube and 1,200 horsepower Lamborghinis that run 8-second, 9-second quarter miles. And they're like,
Right.
oh, that's not that bad. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, that's exactly it, but within a set of rules. One of my cars, I have a 1985 Plymouth Turismo 2.2 liter 4-cylinder front-wheel drive. I used to take it out to Norwalk Raceway Park Wednesday nights, play on their street night, and a couple kids would come up. The car ran mid to low 15s, and they're like, well, this is pretty cool. Nitrous, huh? No. Oh, it's a turbo car. No.
No.
2-barrel carburetor.
How'd you get to go into 15s, though? A Turismo and a 15s? You had to be.
Everything is scienced out to the limits of the rules. You've got a minimum weight. Yes, it's the stock lift on the camshaft, but you can play around with duration, overlap, ramp rates. When Billy Neese got his hands on the car, he's the one that built the engine for it and did some tweaking on it. When I got the car, it ran a 2045.
I was going to say.
I could outrun it on foot, literally.
Yeah.
Billy said, Michael, get that car to the racetrack. If I don't pick this car up a second, I will quit racing. I'm like, okay, it's your career, buddy. In 20 minutes, he picked the car up 2 seconds and 7 mile an hour.
Just by tweaking.
Common hand tools. Yeah, unplugged the computer to make the computer dumb, so it's not doing anything but starting the car. He loosened the nut on the distributor and just turned it. Yeah, that's probably close. Tightened her down.
Wow.
So it was a little too much. I think he had it about 40 degrees or so.
We're talking with Michael Beard right now of the Loose Rocker Promotions and co-promoter of the Northern Class Nationals. Michael, walk us through the weekend starting Friday, May the 2nd. You've got a full menu there. Tell us what's going to happen on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2nd through the 4th.
All right, on Friday, you're going to see heads-up class eliminations. What that is, in stock and super stock, there's separate classes for each power-to-weight ratio, so to speak. Like you're not going to run a six-cylinder Nova against a big block Camaro, obviously. There's different letter class designations. What class is, we're going to run these separate classes together, heads up. So you'll have all the big block Camaros racing against the big block Mopars, against the big block Fords, et cetera. You know, your stick shift cars and your automatics are separate, et cetera. So you're going to find out who is the baddest of the bad in a particular power-to-weight break. Friday evening, we'll get into a quick 32 shootout for both stock and super stock. We're going to take the 32 quickest qualifiers in terms of under their class index that's established by NHRA. We'll handicap the start based on your index. So that six-cylinder Nova may get a couple second head start over the Cobra Jet Mustang.
Right.
But after that, it's first to the finish line win. So it's how much faster than the class index have you been able to make your car?
Okay. Do you have a ton of tattletales? Because I know one way at a lot of tracks, whether it be round or straight, if someone's cheating, someone tends to tell. So when you have a guy out there that's over-massaging the rules, do you have a lot of guys, well, Jimmy over there has got a wrong carburetor? And I mean, how does that break down?
That's the simple stuff. If somebody's got a wrong carburetor, somebody's going to find out about it. I mean, this is basically a family reunion where we happen to do some racing and kind of a car show. Look, everybody knows everybody.
So it's real legit.
You know, you do go through teardowns, inspections, you know, kind of random, keep everybody on the honest side of things. Typically, the guys that get upset are somebody's cheating worse than you are.
Yeah.
Walk us through the rest of the weekend then. We've got about 2 minutes left. Take us through Saturday and Sunday.
All right, Saturday we handle final qualifying and a wheel stand contest for each eliminator. We do a $3,000 to win stock super stock combo race Saturday night. Racer appreciation party that night. Sunday is our main event. $5,000 to win feature for stock eliminator and a $5,000 to win race for super stock. And it's run just like a regular NHRA national event. So if you run into somebody in the same subclass as you, it's heads up. Whoever gets there first wins. Cars are teched. They got to cross the scales, make that minimum weight. They check your fuel, make sure you're not doctoring stuff up, trying to get an unfair advantage. And $5,000 to win sounds like a decent amount of money, but when you add in all of the weekend's payouts and the sponsors that have come on board for this event, total purse, cash, prizes, contingency postings, we're in excess of $100,000 for the weekend.
So if people are interested, where can they sign up? Where can they find out more information?
You want to go to looserocker.com. That's our company promotion site. It's got information on there about when, where, what you're going to see, locations where you can find yourself some discount tickets. We've got regular admission at $15 for adults. You can go to the Jegs retail store in Columbus, the Summit retail store up in Talmadge, any of the 17 Fast Lube locations around Columbus and surrounding area. Get yourself $5 off coupons for the whole weekend. Make it $10 to come out and watch 300 high winding gear jamming wheel stand and stock and super stock cars. Not just a car show. This is for the real car guy.
From all over North America. Check it out. Friday, May 2nd, Saturday, May 3rd, Sunday, May 4th at National Trail Raceway in Hebron, Ohio. Michael, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you having me.
We'll pause and remind you this is Auto Smarts.